BS once again. Now, normally I wouldn't make it. I saw him in Thailand this summer. I got to see him train firsthand, so we're kind of friends. So I feel like I have to defend him in this case against our enemy, Aljamain Sterling. Now, Aljamain Sterling has had delusional takes for a long time about pretty much everything. And he is a Dagestani hater because he keeps losing to them, I guess. And he calls John Jones the GOAT. So I don't know what's wrong with this guy, calling other people cheaters when he supports a cheater. And he is a weight bully as well. But anyways, the delusional guy, Sterling, the Oscar-winning performance guy, says that round 3 slam broke Movsar Evloev, and it would have ended very differently outside the cage. Honestly, let's just listen to this video, and we're gonna break it down what the delusional Aljamain Sterling is talking about.
In that third round, I felt like I broke him. When I took him down and I slammed him on his head and then I slammed him again, I think he was just kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna hang out here because
you lost the fight. By the way, he lost the fight.
I almost felt like he conceded the loss. And that's why I thought, like, after 3.5 minutes of the round of the control for myself, I really thought I did enough to win. I know some people were saying you didn't throw any punches. I'm like, I threw the only punches on the feet that round and the entire fight, except for the one where he caught my kick and hit me with a right hand.
Yeah.
And pushed me off. Yeah.
Alright, so we can't really show the footage here because of copyright, but if you remember the last 90 seconds, Movsar flipped, which Sterling for 3.5 minutes didn't do. He just kind of held him and did nothing. While Movsar did damage in the last 90 seconds. That's why he won the round, because rounds are scored based on damage. I don't know if this alcoholic did know that, but he should know that because he was a champion in this sport, although he didn't deserve the way he got the title.
So other than that, I felt like those little pity pat shots that he was just throwing, I was like, I just don't think that should have outscored the round in 90 seconds versus 3.5 minutes. Like, because honestly, if I slammed him on his head like that in the streets, I'm walking away until the cops, let the cops get to the scene, I'm gone. So I thought that was a very impactful, damaging takedown versus a little leg reap or inside trip where I got all the takedowns in the fight.
Takedowns don't win you fights. If you don't do anything with your takedowns, you don't win. Just look at Jailton Almeida versus Alexander Volkov. Almeida had control time for like 13 minutes out of the 15 minutes in that fight, and he still lost because he did absolutely zero damage. Damage wins you fights. He should know this.
He got one takedown, which was catching a kick and pushing me down. He didn't even get a takedown. Any traditional takedown, he did not get.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know why he's coping about this. It's kind of weird because he should know that damage wins fights, but I think he's been drinking too much of his own rum because he has some delusional takes. The slam was nice, but that doesn't win you a fight. Damage is the #1 criteria, like this guy Gray says in the comments. And also, in a street fight, it would have ended differently. What, would you just held him for longer? Because you held him for like 3.5 minutes. How long is that? That's 210 seconds, and you did nothing. It's like, and he had like 90 seconds where he did more than you did. So I don't know what terrible kind of take this has, but this guy has had terrible takes for a long time. And also, he said something about Evloev being unreliable. Let's look at his typology page, okay? Let's go back here. Let's see how many cancelled fights he has in the UFC, right? So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cancelled fights, including one against Movsar Evloev. And if you look at this, it is because Sterling pulled out. So I don't know why he's calling Movsar Evloev unreliable when he has 10 fight cancellations himself. I know like 2 or 3 of them were due to COVID, but so were Movsar's. And this guy has no excuse when he pulls out of fights himself. And most of the fights that Evloev pulled out of, he didn't, like, or that were cancelled, he didn't pull out of himself. Same with Sterling. I think they have the same number of pullouts, so it's kind of a weird argument when he's done it himself. And also, in this clip, he calls TJ Dillashaw a lying cheat, So I'm just gonna quote it instead of playing the video. He says, "I just know he's a cheat. He's a lying cheat. Oh no, I only got caught that time. Yeah, you only got caught that time. Yeah, whatever." He calling TJ Dillashaw a cheater, which he is, but also this is Aljamain Sterling every time he cuts weight. Like, he cuts from, I think, 175 pounds to 135 pounds. Obviously, he's 145 now because he just couldn't do that anymore. But when you cut 40 pounds, sorry, bro, you're a weight bully and you're kind of a cheater. Because you have to lose 40 pounds to have an advantage over your opponents. That is kind of dirty, you know. So, don't be calling other people cheaters and then have John Jones as your GOAT. It just doesn't work. You beat a one-arm Dillashaw. Him and his pride, he would have beat you. And we all know that. I mean, Aljamain Sterling got his title through acting, through an acting job. It was just terrible the way he won the title. And he stagnated Jan's career for so long with his acting. And then he fought Pink Hair O'Malley and he just got absolutely destroyed in that fight. So he can't really talk. You lost to Evloev. Deal with it. You lost to us. We beat you. I'm kind of tired of Aljamain Sterling, man. Leave a like, comment, and